welcome to this week's MoneyFit live webinar, a 12-step path or road to financial freedom. My name is Todd Christensen. I am author of Everyday Money for Everyday People and financial educator and education manager at MoneyFit. Glad to have you join me today. What is financial freedom and how do you get there? That's what we're talking about today. So let's go ahead and get right into the basics. We're going to talk about a couple of key points that are necessary for financial freedom. First of all, you've got to establish why are you even working on it? Because it is going to be a lot of work. Anybody that says you can earn financial freedom quickly or easily is usually selling you something, and it's usually nothing. It's usually not going to be anything that will be beneficial to you. So it's going to be a path. You've got to identify what are your meaningful life objectives. What do you want out of life? Financial freedom really is making your money work for you rather than the other way around, which is the way most of us are spending our working lives. We are working for our money. We go to school, we graduate, we go off and do some more school quite often, and so that we can work for more money. The idea of financial freedom is making your money work for you so that you don't have to work, so that you can, going back to key number one, you can get to the meaningful life. And now if you're lucky, what you do for work and while you're working for money is meaningful to you. But you've got to decide what is it that you want to do with your life. What are your life goals? They got to be meaningful. And then two, what do you do or how do you get to the point where your money is working for you than the other way around? Okay, so here's a couple of ways that your money can work for you. Build savings and investments is one, where you put money into some financial institution that invests it in businesses or lends it to governments and businesses in the form of bonds. You buy shares in businesses or many businesses in mutual funds or exchange traded funds. And then over time that it grows to the point where you have enough that you could pay for your regular living expenses for the rest of your life. Now that is easily said. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time and patience. It is better than playing the lottery. Let's just say that, because there are a lot of people who are afraid of buying stocks and equate it with the lottery, and so they go out and play the lottery, which returns zero. Stocks, your investments will, if you diversify, will never, and I say that with an asterisk, the end of the world, of course, but will not return zero. You will not lose all your money unless every business in the country pretty much goes out of business, which means money is worthless anyway. Anyway, that's or path number one to build your savings, to get your money working for you. The next one is to create some sort of ongoing or passive income. This one takes more work. It can take a lot less time, or it can take more time, or it can never succeed at all. But this is where you create some sort of income often through business, a small business. But it's passive income. You've got to look for opportunities to earn money that does not require you to be in the business every day, all day, all week, so forth. Things like blogging, like selling ebooks or courses online, and so there's a lot of it's a lot of knowledge-based products. This is not the same thing as side hustles. A lot of people equate passive income with side hustles, and they think, well, I'll go and work outside of my normal job so I can make extra money. That's not passive. That's not ongoing. As soon as you stop that, you have no more work. You're still working for money. You've got to work. It's going to take a lot of time. And early on, you're actually working for no money until you build this up and then it starts generating income for you automatically, pretty much. Beware of get-rich-quick schemes, and even if they come in the guise of legal businesses. So obviously, pyramids are schemes where somebody says, "Hey, you send me this much money, and in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we'll send you 5 times or 10 times or 25 times as much." Or that also comes in the form just a year or two ago online on Facebook. That's where people say, "Hey, we're helping other people out. They need some money, so we're going to send them all a little money." And then in a couple of weeks, more people are going to send you money. That's still a pyramid scheme, and it is still illegal to organize it, and it's not okay to participate in it. So you could get in trouble for that. But the legal, the ones that are legal, but a lot of people see them as pyramid schemes, but they are not, are multi-level marketing, direct marketing, independent sales marketing sort of things. These are the organizations or companies that sell their products through your neighbors, through your friends. They say, "Hey, we're getting rid of the middleman," although they kind of put another middle person right back in there in the form of somebody who's working for multi-level marketing or as an independent contractor. Take this from somebody who's been on the inside corporate scene with multi-level marketing. A lot of good people in the industry, quite a bit of good products, but it is not for the faint of heart, and it is not for 99% of people who get into it. You're not going to make money, passive money. Those who make the big bucks get into it very early, typically, or they bring over an organization they've already built of what they call downstream or legs that can earn them significant money. So be extraordinarily wary, and I don't mean to crush any dreams out there, but again, this is coming from somebody who's seen it from the inside, seen a lot of success with a few people, a lot of failure with most people. You've got to believe in the product, and it's got to be such a good product that people are willing to pay way more than what they could get it for, or a very similar product for in the stores. Even if they say, "Hey, this is a proprietary formula," all that means is that they've switched one of the ingredients by 1% or so, just so they can call it proprietary. Be wary. I'm just telling you the way it works. You want to hate me for it if you're working for multi-level marketing. I'm sorry if hopefully your company works differently, but that's the way most of them do. All right, so let's talk about the reality of getting to your financial freedom. 12 steps to financial freedom, which is often called financial independence as well. 1, talk about it. Set life goals, and they've got to be meaningful to you. 2, create a spending plan. This is another word for a budget. If you don't have to go, it's not a bad idea to know exactly where all your money is going, every dollar is going every single month, and to focus on it. And that's not a bad idea. That's not what most people want to do. It's just a tool. Make sure your spending plan is just a tool that you know where your money's going, and you're tracking it so that if you have some consumer spending, impulse buying going on, that you can identify it and get back on track. Number 3, eliminate debt. You cannot be financially free if you are indebted to any organization, any financial institution. That it would obviously talk about credit cards and retail store cards. Collection accounts, get those taken care of. So, of course, this is where if you start to earn some extra money outside of your normal income, you can use that to pay down debts. Now, a lot of financial experts will say don't ever pay off your mortgage. You're going to see a lot of financial reasons why you should not pay off your mortgage. And I agree with those on a financial reason basis, that for tax purposes and for the opportunity that you're missing to invest that money in a higher interest, all true. As you pay off your mortgage, so if you pay off your mortgage, you become free. That's the idea of financial freedom. You owe Nobody, except Uncle Sam. Of course, you're going to have to pay taxes, and you're going to still have to. You're going to still want homeowners insurance on that house, but you are free. And the great thing about that is when the economy goes south, and it does every once in a while, it does that every 5-10 years, we're going to have a recession. That's just the way the cycle has been since figure numbers have been tracked since the 1800s. You are free to move, to sell, to rent, to do whatever you want with that home because you own it. Nobody can take it from you as long as you're paying your taxes. Step 4, save. You're going to still need some money. What are you going to need? You're financially free. You've got income coming in. Yet right now you've got income coming in. Every once in a while you still need a burst of money. Things like big vacations. Things like car repair or car replacement. Things like gift giving and Christmas and birthdays. The appliances wear out. Furniture wears out. What are you going to do when that happens? You've got to have some money put aside. So make sure that you make savings an ongoing habit. Just commit to it, to do it every single month. Investing. You still should be investing. What you invest in, that's up to you. We talked about earlier the opportunities to have passive income. Another passive income, if you want to invest in real estate. You can invest in real estate and have a property manager or be your own property manager. Now you have rent coming in every month that is paying you for what are you doing? You're just collecting rent. Of course, you need to keep the property running in good condition, and you need to find renters and so forth. But that's another opportunity to invest. So it's and there are different securities that will pay higher dividends every year than others. So look into those. Step 6, ensure your future income. So it's not just that you have your business in place. Ensure your future income. You do want one that's going to last. You need income that's going to last throughout your retirement years, whether they are 2 years or whether they are 30, 40, 50 years. This will also include your Social Security. You need to understand if you retire early, that's going to affect your Social Security. You may see a decrease in how much you can get. You may see nothing if you retire early enough. Also, if you start to cut back on your income for 10 years because you want to slow down as you go into retirement, understand that Social Security is based on your most recent, I don't know exactly, but I think it's about the most recent 10 years of income. So if you are cutting back on your earnings, your Social Security is going to be lower. Be aware of that. Look into it. There's Social Security Administration, SSA.gov. They've got calculators that help you figure out how much you would be eligible for right now and to project in the future. But look at what is going to take you into your retirement and throughout your retirement as well. Protect your credit. This one, some people don't see this as part of your financial independence, but understand that you want to have good credit, yes, because it gets you lower homeowner insurance, which you're always going to need. It's going to get you lower vehicle insurance on your car or truck. It's just going to be important for you, but also watch your credit score, watch your credit report. You want to see if your score dips unexpectedly, you're using a free credit score service monitoring program, and you see it dip unexpectedly, you want to jump on and see why. Check your credit report regularly. Annualcreditreport.com is where you get the free one every 12 months from each of the 3 credit bureaus. Because if something happens, you don't know why it's gone down. Maybe there's some fraud going on. Maybe there's some errors on your report that creditors are reporting. You want to get it taken care of to protect, so you don't have to pay more for your insurance rates, but also that you're not becoming a victim of identity fraud. Bargain. This is an odd one, but it's not a bad idea. We've seen it suggested in one of our guest posts. It's not something we do fairly regularly or are always comfortable with in the U.S. You go into a store and most stores they all have set prices, right? But when it comes to bargaining for big ticket items, we often just say, well, I'll just shop around. And certainly that's better than not shopping around. And most people don't even shop around. But shop around, compare prices, find the best deal. And if the best deal is a state away, let's say for a car, find a similar car that you're looking to get locally and let that dealership, hey, I'm willing to drive down and pick up another car or drive over and pick up another car across the state line for a much better deal. They may or may not work with you, but just if you understand what your opportunities are as far as prices around the area and beyond, that empowers you to get a better deal and bargain and negotiate. Live below your means. This kind of goes. This is very connected to your budget or your spending plan. Most of us are taught growing up, live within your means. No, don't live within your means. That means you're spending what you're earning. You're living paycheck to paycheck. That is not the goal of living within our means. We've got to save something every single month, which means we have to live below our means. Always live below your means. Especially if you have a small business and your income fluctuates throughout the year, then you already know that on great months, you have to save a lot and live well below that income, because you're going to have really terrible months that you're going to have to live on much less. So live below your means as a way of living. Learn. Step 10 is learn. Always stay active. Don't just, reading is great. Reading for pleasure is important, and it stimulates our thinking and our intellect and so forth. Read, but also read nonfiction. Read about how your money was working for you. Read about history. Read about other people who are successful in having been successful in whatever it is you want to do with your life. That meaningful life, find mentors. Who is it that's living a meaningful life like that? Read about them, talk to them, learn about it. And then, let's see, 2 more. Seek expert advice. This, again, I just referred to finding a mentor. Find a financial mentor. Find a financial expert. So people who are financially successful are not necessarily the ones, and actually quite rarely, the ones who are driving the $100,000 brand new car, because those are the big spenders that are usually, they may be earning a lot of money, but they probably have a lot of debt. We hear of and read of people all the time who are earning $150,000, $200,000. So 2, 3, 4 times the median income in this country, and yet filing for bankruptcy because we feel that we have to make so much money, we don't have to put a brake on any of our spending. We can overspend. So find somebody who is successful, maybe a small business owner. Just look around your neighborhood. Who's got a work truck with their name on the side of it, or a car or so forth, and ask them. Not all of them are going to be successful, but the most business owners have learned a thing or two about running a business and are more than willing to share and a lot of times mentor somebody else who's just getting into it. And 12, again, a lot of people don't see it as related, but it absolutely is. Maintain your health, maintain your assets. If you head into retirement, you're going to still need health insurance. You head into retirement with chronic problems because we haven't stayed active and we're not eating properly. It's going to, our healthcare costs are going to skyrocket, and we're not going to be able to afford insurance, and we're not going to be able to afford the lifestyle that we really want. Stay active, eat well, all things in moderation. I'm not saying don't eat chocolate. I would never say that to anybody because I don't want anybody to tell me that. Maintain your health, take care of yourself, and then take care of your assets. Make sure that your vehicle is cared for properly so you don't have to replace it. It's not going to break down sooner. And you can go longer without having to make that major purchase, and because you're never going to get back what you put into a car. Same thing with your home or with any other assets. Take care of things. Keep them maintained. Prevention is cheaper than repair. That's not just for things, but also for our bodies. There you go. 12 steps to financial freedom. If you've learned something or liked what you heard, please do like this YouTube video and consider subscribing to our channel so you can be notified when we have new videos coming down the way. Every Thursday, we are here midday live for live chat. And this and other previous webinars will be archived at moneyfit.org/live. /live, or if you want to go right into the archive, it's /live-archive. Now, if you want a certificate of completion for continuing education, anything like that, go to the website right there on the screen. It is https://bit.ly, that's L-Y, /mflive-12. That's it. Go there. It'll take you to a form that you fill out, and just need to put in your name, the name how you want it on the certificate, your email address, the state that you live in, and then the passcode, which is 12 steps 20. We prefer no capital letters at all, no spaces, no dashes. 12 steps 20, and that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day.